What's up, coders? So you clicked on this video, you want to build software on your own terms, you want to serve your community, you want to build valuable products, and you want to make money while doing it. Fantastic, that's awesome. Welcome, you came to the right place. Today we're talking about an indie hacker's most important resource. This is going to apply to anyone that's building their own business because it's such an important fundamental topic. Today we're going to talk about Runway and strategies to manage, build, and consume your Runway. First things first, today we're going to be using this program called Mermaid. It's a really cool visual editor. You can create flow charts and different types of diagrams. Link will be in the description for this. Awesome resource, definitely check it out. So we're gonna go over the strategies for indie hackers to build and manage their Runway. First, we need to take a step back and answer the question, what is Runway? All right, so couple terms to knock out here. What is Runway, right? So time you have left to build your product given your capital. Right, we'll just say capital is just a fancy way of saying cash, basically. So time you have left to build your product given your cash, right? So let's walk through a simple example quickly. So, let's say you have 10K in the bank, right? You spend 2K a month, right? So if we take that and subtract 2K, so per month, you're gonna be left with, after 5 months, you'll have 0. All right, so this is a super minimal example, right? We're assuming here that you're not working. We're assuming that you spend 2K a month. We're assuming that you only have 10K in the bank, all right? Really simple example, but this is what Runway is, right? It's the time you have left until you're out of cash. And specifically when we're talking about building products and when we're talking about building our business, this is the time you have left to build your business, given how much cash you have left in the bank, all right? So let's dial in just a little bit more. I wanna talk about this 2K value, right? So this 2K is what's called our burn, okay? So this 2K value is our burn. So this is the amount of cash we spend per period of time, usually per month. In this example of 10K in the bank, right, the burn is our 2K a month, however much we spend per period. All right, and then one more term before we jump into things, time to build. So time to build is the amount of time you have to build given your schedule. So this is a term I just kind of like made up, but it's super important, right? So as solopreneurs, indie hackers, whatever schedule you have, right? Like some of us are working, some of us are doing contract work, part-time work, some of us are taking many retirements to build our software. Like whatever that is, time to build is really important because each one of the strategies we're going to talk about is going to have different amounts of time to build. And that's really important because the more time to build you have, the faster you can iterate and build your product. Okay, so just some simple terms here. Now that we're all on the same page, let's jump into the strategies. Okay, so this is what this video is all about. We're talking about strategies to help you manage your Runway, right? Not only manage your Runway, but consume it also. So let's just jump right into this. We're gonna start at the top. I have, 6 or 7 different strategies here. Don't worry, this is not gonna take a ton of time. We're just gonna talk about the high level and you can take these and run with it and think about using and consuming your Runway in a better, more concrete way. That's the whole point of this video. So first things first, we have to get the kind of stupid example out the way, YOLO, right? So what is YOLO? So YOLO is have tons of cash already, build your product. And then you're just gonna repeat this, right? So like, this is super simple, all right? So YOLO is just, you already have cash, right? You have tons of money saved up. Maybe you have rich parents and they don't care what you do. Like whatever your situation is, I'm not here to judge you. I'm just saying this is one strategy, right? If you have a bunch of cash already, just build your product. Your burn probably doesn't matter if you have 500K in the bank. Most of us are not in this camp, right? So let's come back down to earth a little bit. Let's talk about another strategy. So, let me just quickly add this to our chart, okay? So let's talk about the strategy, go negative, okay? So this is not the best strategy. What exactly is go negative? Go negative, you're going to get debt via credit card or loan, build your product, work, pay off debt. Okay, so not really a recommended strategy. and then you're gonna repeat. Not a huge fan of this. Guys, don't go into debt. Like, you're not a business, you're not a big freaking startup. Like, don't risk doing this. I'm just gonna say that right away. This is not a great strategy. We're kind of going from least legit to most legit here. Probably could have picked better ordering for this video, but who cares? Next, we're talking about all in, all out. So now we're getting to the more concrete strategies, okay? So what is all in, all out? In the all in, all out strategy, what you're gonna do is you're gonna work full time, build Runway, right? So you're going to save cash, essentially, quit when the time is right. I'm not just saying randomly quit your job, right? Quit when the time is right. Then you're going to build, right? And then you're going to repeat, right? So we're gonna go back to, let's see here, right? So fantastic. So this is the all in, all out strategy, right? You're gonna take a prolonged period of time where you're working, and then you're going to build up your runway, you're gonna save cash, and then you're going to quit at some point and just full-time focus on building, right? All in, all out. Really clean, really simple. As I'm walking through these examples, you can kind of like see the cycle here, right? Everything works in a cycle. You're going to flow through a series of things throughout a prolonged period of time. Maybe this is months, maybe this is years, but it's all about finding time to build, right? TTB. You want to manage your runway and your burn so that you have the most time to build. And that's kind of what all these strategies are about, right? While maintaining and living your life, and of course paying the bills, like, you know, being an indie hacker, solopreneur, micropreneur, you have to manage your runway. I feel like that's kind of like the core of this video, and you know, just to kind of put it in more concrete terms and talk about some strategies, I think is super helpful. Certainly has been for me, because you know, over the past year or so, I've just tried a lot of these strategies, and it's been super helpful. So that's why I'm making this video. Hopefully it's helpful for you guys. Let's keep going. All right, so half and half. What is half and half? So in the half and half strategy, what you're doing here is you're going to be working part-time and building. Okay. The nice part about this strategy is that that's kind of it. You know, like if you can work a part-time job, lower your burn. You know, maybe I'll throw that in here. I'll throw that in here first, right? Just so that it's super clear that you have to have low burn. Lower your burn, you know, / expenses. That's what burn really is, right? It's expenses given a period of time. We'll do the loop there, right? Okay, so really cool. All right, so lower your burn / expenses, work part-time, and build, right? So this is a really fantastic strategy because you can basically just do this in quotes forever, for a long period of time, as long as you lower your burn. That's the trick here. You can't be living this extravagant life. You can't be, you know, in a nice, you know, cushy apartment or condo or whatever. Like, all right, so next strategy, let's talk about contract killer, right? So this is a pretty, I think it's a pretty clean strategy for managing your runway. So you're going to pick up contract work, build runway, finish contract, then we're gonna build, and then we're gonna repeat, right? So EE, right? So pretty clean strategy. Also, in the contract killer runway strategy, you pick up contract work, you build your runway, you finish your work, then you're going to go into a building cycle, right? Build your products. And then, you know, once you run out of cash, once you run low enough, you're going to cycle back and you're going to pick up some more contract work. So this is pretty cool. Another fantastic strategy. It's stable, it can work. There's going to be a little more pressure and stress just because you're going to be picking up work and you're going to need to be managing and thinking ahead about, okay, where's my next contract? And during your off time when you're doing contract work, you'll definitely be developing ideas for your product. Next, I'm going to talk about the most important strategy of all, possibly. Do it all. Okay, so let's take this into an individual chart here. What does do it all mean, right? So this is my current strategy right now. So you're going to work full-time and build. And that's basically it. I mean, honestly, that's basically it. You're gonna work full-time and build, okay? The biggest problem with this strategy is that your time to build, TTB, is super low. Out of all these strategies, this is probably the harshest on your time to build, right? On the flip side, it's the most stable, right? So you could do this for the longest period of time with the lowest stress, but you're also at the same time going to be making the least progress out of all of these strategies, building your business as a solopreneur, indie hacker, micropreneur. You know, this is where I'm at right now. I've done contract killer strategy. I've done, I haven't done half and half. I would definitely like to try that. I've definitely done all in, all out. Don't do go negative. All right, so we have one last strategy here, right? Endgame. I feel like you guys probably assume what this is. This is where you want it all to end, okay? In the endgame strategy, do any strategy, make your product profitable, lower your burn below your profit, and build, scale, grow forever. Right. This is the end game. Once you have a profitable business, you have made it, right? That's the end game strategy. That's what we're all trying to do. We're all trying to build a product. We're all trying to build our community and serve our community. And, you know, it makes me super happy thinking about being here one day. And, you know, part of the reason I am even doing this channel is to document my journey trying to get to the end game. I feel like it would be so cool to watch someone build from nothing, you know, from being like a full-time employee engineer to going through all the trials and all the problems and all the things that are involved in building a sustainable software business and a small one at the same time, right? So anyway, I say all that because that's what this channel is about. That's what my journey is about right now. Really, that's what my life is about. Like, I want to get to the point where I'm running this end game strategy. And I feel like you guys want that too. Keep it small, keep it simple, keep it sustainable. You know, just pay the bills, get your time back, right? That's the most important thing here. You want to get your time back. So anyway, I've talked a lot during this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to go ahead and post this chart, and you know, I'll probably use it in a thumbnail or something, but yeah, that's basically it. So these are all the kind of high-level strategies. I hope this has helped you guys, and wherever you're at, whatever strategy you're working on, whatever strategy you're using, you know, I think it's really important to be aware and conscious of the different ways that you can move through managing your cash, your capital, and creating time for you to really dig in and build your product. At the end of the day, we all have bills to pay. Even if you're, you know, still in school, like one day you're gonna graduate and you're going to be in the real world where you have bills and whatnot. So, you know, these strategies can and will be really important for you to think about and really internalize so that you can manage your runway, keep your burn low, and increase your time to build to as much as you can so that you can reach the end game strategy, right? That's what this is all about, guys. You can check out this diagram in the description, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Keep building, keep pushing yourself. Let's keep building great software and experiences, and I'll see you guys in the next one.